Here's a question I want you thinking about as we go through this month's stats. If inventory is rising and homes are taking longer to sell, are we still in a seller's market or are we moving towards a balance? I'm going to answer it at the end, and you know what? I got two different answers from two different realtors. That's not good. But first, cue the music so you know who we are. Welcome back to the Halifax Real Estate Channel. We talk all things real estate in Halifax. I'm Brenda Kay, and this is sweet Miss Frankie, and super excited to announce we have a new podcast coming. Today, we're breaking down the March 2026 real estate stats. And this is for Halifax and the surrounding areas. And remember, it covers all styles of family homes. Let's start with the inventory. We're sitting at 1,070 active listings. That's up from 859 last year, 765 in 2024, and 690 at the end of the COVID. One more year and it'll be off my stats. So inventory continues to climb, which gives buyers much more choice, and they no longer have to worry about rushing to get an offer in, and the competition is not as intense. Think about the anxious state some buyers were in. Holy hell, I was in an anxious state as an agent, right? When they were purchasing during the COVID market. Unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of buyer's remorse right now. So today it's good. Buyers have more options, and that changes the dynamic, which is what the market should be. Now, let's talk about sales. We saw 330 homes sell in March. That's down from 377 last year and 373 in 2024, but it is slightly higher than 2023. So see how close we are in the previous 2 years? So year to date, we're at 835 sales. Wow, compared to last year, 100 units less, and 916 in 2024 and 773 in 2023. So activity is still steady. It's just not at that peak pace. Buyers are still out there. They're just taking a little bit more time. So please, when we get to days on market, I'm going to give you some big instructions. So I do want to take a minute though to say thank you for tuning into our channel. I know stats can be really boring, but if you're buying or selling in any type of real estate market, these are the key numbers that will determine the outcome of your sale. And understanding them is what helps you make a confident decision. And me as your agent, I do them every week. Tune in on Mondays, because I need to know what's going on. If I don't know what's going on, how am I going to advise you? Not too bright, right? Days on market. So this is the dynamic that drives our market. We are talking right now 44 days to sell. That's up from 35 last year, 38 in 24, and 27 in 23. Please, I'm asking you, if something's on the market like 40, 50, 60 days, please don't think something's wrong with the house. We are normalizing, okay? So that's not carved in gold, that 44 days. Now let's look at the price. The average home price came in at $624,156. That's up from $612,023 last year, and it was well above where we were in 2024 and 2023. So overall, values are still holding. And here's the pricing reality, and it stands out this month. There were 233 price reductions. Think about that. We had 330 sales at 233 price reductions. That's not good. That means a large number of sellers had to adjust their price to get sold. This is the post-COVID market. You can't just test a high price anymore and hope a buyer bites. Pricing correctly from the start matters more than ever. I do have other videos on pricing. Please watch them, because when you price too high, you end up with less at the end. So appreciation sitting at 2% this year, that's still positive. And this level of increase brings us back into the realm of living in a home 3 to 5 years before gaining enough equity to trade up. My husband and I traded up homes in the 80s and the 90s. It used to be 5 to 7 years before you would gain any equity. So let's go back to the question, are we still in a seller's market? Well, the answer is yes. Technically, we are. You know, after COVID, it's hard to believe we were ever at 90 plus days on the market. 2015, average days on market were 101 days. And the last time we were in a balanced market, we had over 1,200 listings. We don't have over 1,200 listings right now, but the inventory is rising. Homes are taking longer to sell, and more price adjustments are happening. So what are we in? We are actually still in a seller's market. Did you know when we were in a buyer's market, we carried over 2,000 listings back in 2015? Yikes, I hated that market. It's terrible. So If you'd like a digital copy of our book, Selling with Confidence, just comment yes below and we'll send it to you. You know, some of my viewers have not sold in 30, 40 years, and there's been a lot of changes. So we have put the book up here in a QR code, so you can just click that and you will get a copy of the book. I want to thank you so much for tuning in, both from me, Brenda Kay, and the sweet Miss Frankie, who's here with me every day. And remember, if you are thinking real estate in Halifax, think Brenda Kay. Cheers.